How is kind of the prep? I don't know if it's different or just maybe crunched in a little earlier. Yesterday's a lot of prep that makes today a little bit easier when it comes to information.
Yeah, you know what? We try and spread it out. We understand it's a 1 o'clock start, and you don't want to ever give your players too much in an occasion like this, which is atypical. So we spread it out. We spread it out by giving our players some information before yesterday's practice, and then just a couple quick hitters here before the game.
When you have maybe a full day, you have the entire day to kind of gauge your team. Yeah. When it's an early game, are you still looking for signs to see what you want to see, or is it more once the game gets started you have a better idea?
Well, I think what we talked about was making sure that everybody's ready to go right from the drop of the puck. We talked about establishing our game first, and in order to do that, I don't think you can tiptoe into the game. Whether it's a 1 o'clock start, a 4 o'clock start, or a 7 o'clock start, you have to be ready to go, and it's on us to make sure that collectively we're ready, but it's on individuals to make sure they're individually ready as well.
Jay, what do you need to see from Philip Broberg to have an effective game tonight?
Well, we want Philip just to be himself. He's in this position for a reason. It's not his first NHL game. He's quite comfortable with the coaching staff. He's quite comfortable with his teammates. I thought he went down to the American Hockey League, did some good work down there, played a lot of minutes, was able to build some confidence in his game, and we just want to see him bring his strengths to the table. That's what we ask of all our players, actually. Yeah, no problem.
You talked about having a little bit of a disappointing training camp. What's your role as a head coach in making sure that you get the best out of him coming out of a time like that?
Well, the good thing for Philip is that he has an established relationship with our coaching staff. I got to see him at his very best in the American Hockey League last year, playing big minutes. I saw him up in the NHL, where he gave us good minutes down the stretch. He even played in one playoff game. So for me, while his training camp didn't go maybe according to his personal script, I've never seen anyone get worse by going back to the American Hockey League and work on their game. So that's the way it worked out. And he's someone that I believe has a lot of potential. Is going to be on our blue line for a great many number of years. And, I think he'll feel good about the work that he put in. And we just want him to be himself here in tonight's game against a good opponent.
Jay, forgive me, I have another Connor question for
Sure.
you. Got to get him in before you fly home.
Yeah, no problem.
Earlier in the week I was asking about his leadership, but what I haven't asked you about is his season. There are some times where players like him can say, like, I want to do this, and they go out and do it. I think of Sidney Crosby said, I want to win more faceoffs. He goes out and does it. I want to score more goals. He goes out and does it. Did Connor say I want to score more goals this season, or is the goal scoring a byproduct of his play?
Well, what I would say is that Connor's driven by team success. So whatever's going to help our team win, he's driven to do. I think you're noticing an uptick in his goals for or his goals for per game. But I think, and I said this ad nauseum to the people in Edmonton, or the media in Edmonton, I don't think it's necessarily he's coming out and saying, hey, I have to do this this year. This is my individual goal. I think that when the play to be made is to shoot the puck, he's willing to do it. When the play to be made is to pass the puck, he's willing to do that as well. He is driven solely by team success.
Has he proven to you at all about a shot? Is his shot any better to help him score more goals in terms of that you've looked at in terms of individual skill?
Well, what I think is that the best players in the world find ways to evolve their game. So they don't just rely on old patterns or old ways of doing things. They constantly push and press in order to find new ways to have success, and Connor's no different. So I do see a little bit more deception on his shot. I see him getting it off from different angles. That's part of him understanding the way the game's currently being played in the NHL and finding ways to have an impact. Good, thanks guys.